everyone, I did my research topic on Buddhism and temples in Korea. The main concept of this research topic is to explain how necessarily you don't have to be the traditional worshiper like in the ancient times and modern times now. It all started in India about 500 BC when an Indian prince named Siddhartha, he basically wasn't the type of typical wealthy prince that you'll imagine him to be. He really didn't have happiness in his life. 7 years later, he found happiness, and that was the discovery of Buddhism. I'm sorry.
You don't have to apologize to me. If you could just say, excuse me, get your thought, and continue.
Okay. And that's when Siddhartha found Buddhism, and later on, about 580 BC, later on in his life. In that during time, it spread all through Asia, in Tokyo, Japan, China, Korea. Then, later on in that time, everybody basically in Korea found out about his discovery and wanted to be a part of it. So that's when a lot of kings and queens in that farming ancient time discovered temples. They built temples to worship Buddhism. Also around that time, Siddhartha, he had the nickname named Buddha, which means enlightened one, and the nickname of it. Also, around 1945, as Darren said in his his research topic, how North and South Korea was divided in two. That's what happened with Buddhism. North and South Korea, they were teaching Buddhism differently than China and Asia. North Korea was very strict, as we all know. They made sure that all the temples and whoever practiced Buddhism was very strict, and they took total control of it. In my opinion, I oppose that because it's your religion. You get to practice whatever you want, so why should you have somebody control it? Later on, in about 1980, so as I say, that's when the new religion, well, not really new religion, but new religion to Korea, called Christianity. Now in modern time, Christianity is about 80% practiced in Korea, and now Buddhism is practiced only 40%. And it's really weird how all of a sudden, before in the ancient time, how a lot of people practiced Buddhism and it was like the new topic, and now all of a sudden we're in modern time where, wow, everybody's practicing Christianity. Also, I studied, someone told me that in the news recently about the Buddhist monks, how they're trying to basically break off from China because they want to practice their own religion independently. Which also is a good concept because, like I said before, you don't need anybody to control you. Because basically, it's you yourself practicing religion and nobody else. They shouldn't have to tell you what to do. In my personal anecdote, I am Christian. I was born Catholic. I was born and raised in the Catholic Church, but recently we have switched over to Christianity. That doesn't still mean I don't believe in the beliefs I've believed in ever since I was born. Also, I've researched that I've researched a lot about Christianity because I wanted to compare Buddhism and Christianity and the two. How basically in Korea they practice Buddhism in temples where mostly Christians practice their religion in the church. They're both buildings, just two different types. Basically Christians, nowadays they have Christian rock groups. They have shirts that say like God, Jesus on it. There's a lot of things that symbolize that they really truly believe in it, just like Buddhism does. Basically, the main insert that I got out this project is to see how the different time zones were, how nowadays that you don't necessarily have to be the traditional ancient time person as your ancestors were just to believe in a religion. You can be freely like me. I don't really go to church that much, which I'm trying to get back, but I still believe in God, and I still believe in the morals and the values I was raised up. And that's basically my question.
Okay, great.